My daughter told me that her mother's boyfriend is hitting her, so I called the police, and now he is in trouble. My ex-wife and I have been divorced for about 4 years now. We have 3 kids together, 2 boys and 1 girl, and share 50-50 custody. She's been dating the same guy for about 3 years. However, last year he apparently cheated on her, and they broke up for 5 to 6 months and decided to get back together. He's now partially living at her house with the kids. Last night my daughter and I were cuddling for bedtime, and she said her belly hurts. I asked her what was wrong and why it was hurting. E.g., do you have to use the potty? She said, it's probably because of mommy's BF. To which I immediately perked up and said, why would it be because of him? She said, he hits me in my belly and it hurts when he does. I asked her to show me how he hit her so I can distinguish if it's a punch, a slap, etc., and she open-handed slapped me in the stomach. I wanted to know how hard he does it, so I told her I was going to do it to her, and let me know when it felt the same. I started soft and gradually got harder and harder. She told me it was the same in what I'd call a firm, solid slap, but not really hard, meaning it would probably hurt a little but not really hurt her. Not sure if that makes sense. So I continued the discussion by asking her, what does mommy say about it? And she said, mommy doesn't see it. He only does it when mommy is at tennis. This is where I started getting alarmed. I asked her if she told him it hurts, and she said, yes, but he says too bad, and to go play at my friend's house. I called the mom as soon as I dropped the kids off this morning and told her the discussion, but I'm really not sure what else to do, if anything. My daughter is 6 years old, and I know they're good at simultaneously taking things out of proportion while being incredibly honest. My ex and I co-parent really well, and I don't want to ruin that. When I called and talked to my ex this morning, she said she wasn't aware any of this happened. She sounded somewhat surprised, concerned, but not overly. With that said, I called early and woke her up for the discussion, so she was also just waking up. Update 1. I filed a police report and took her to the doctors. They said it will take a few days for CPS to get involved. I talked with a lawyer and she said the only thing a court would do for an emergency situation is to require the boyfriend to stay away from the kids until this gets sorted out. So if my ex agrees to keep him away from the kids, we don't need to go that route. My ex did agree to that, so it's a waiting game, I guess. Today, I got this text from her boyfriend. I could have made myself available to field any questions or clear up any wild and or unreasonable accusations from such a creative little mind. Thank you in advance for not talking to me about this, so that now we can deal with government employees, DFACS, the police, and who knows what other time-consuming officials that will be involved. What a waste of time, so that we may figure out you're getting lied to by a 6-year-old. This really is not efficient, not how I would like to utilize my time, and it all could have been avoidable had you taken 3 minutes and just reached out. Even though police reports have been made, lawyers contacted, I wanted to let you know the offer still stands if you want to discuss. Be sure to have a great day. What are your takes on this? My ex is clearly feeding into him, at least I think. Is there anything I could be doing or should be doing? Update 2. Just talked to the assigned detective about next steps. She said it was weird because he, boyfriend, already called up there trying to talk to her. WTF.